Good morning. Blue Magnetic Monkey, brand new wave spell. Second half of the spin starting. Woo-hoo. Where are we going to when we're not going anywhere? Where are we? I hear someone say, like, silly question. Oh, God. What a silly question. It's true. It's a completely irrelevant question, I think. I don't have no time for no monkey business. But I do. And it's nice. I think it can be a life purpose of mine of time for monkey business. To play. To be silly. Just to be silly. Children love that. Where do we lose that? Why do we lose that? We don't lose that. We get whipped into shape. But not our own shape. So, yeah. Blessed are we who retain some sense of silliness now and then. It's funny because when a child gets really silly, sometimes it's just the adults that are really annoyed because timing sucks. But instead of saying to the child or somehow imparting the information like, this is just not really resonating well with me right now, how you were sillying around. So often the message is, there's something wrong with you, change. You annoy me. What's my point? Later in life, it's very challenging to detect these kinds of little or not so little twists to our own story, our own self, our own sense of freedom, our own sense of, silliness, being just like goofing around, being silly. Of course, you get to learn, and not every, the idea is to learn when can we be that, when is the other in that energy too, and when are they not, or where can we be safely silly instead of having to shut it all down. And then as adults, sometimes can be very difficult to bring that back out, when that's for so many of us been so dangerous. I live in the German context, and yeah, silliness. Oh man, in Berlin, there are suburbs or there are areas where people petition to have kindergartens closed in their neighborhoods because they are annoyed by the noise the children make. We are a children-friendly nation. My car needs a wash. I have these windows in the roof of my car, and so nice. Cloudy skies, slightly green trees, just looking so cute. These baby leaves. Baby leaves. I could go on about reincarnation and about how we reincarnate into ourselves all of the time. We are just beautiful. We're doing that so elegantly and gracefully. If we are, many of us aren't at some point anymore, but why is that? That question is not a silly question. But when we're designed to do that gracefully, the whole biology, nature, I believe, is intended to be gracefully reincarnating into itself, and then gracefully someday to say, okay, I'm done with this version of myself, I choose a new one. What a different paradigm to live in. Deep contentment with being who we are. playing our bodies, playing our lives. And for many people, playfulness is something different to being serious. And I think you can play serious too. When children play, it's not always that they laugh all the time. If we're playing house, we're playing family, or we're playing, what is this? Bandits and whatever, or sheriff in town, or whatever. It's not always, it can be very serious, but it's still a game. And we still don't forget, or we don't have as a child that sense of self that says, I can't behave like that. And that's such a strength to retain that into adulthood in the Western world. I find that is very, very rare, very rare. And here comes judgment. I want to say it's a bit sad, but I'm not saying that. I haven't said that. Laughing at ourselves, humor, just being able to laugh at ourselves and not take ourselves so seriously. Or get hung up when shit doesn't work out, or, we try something, doesn't work, try something else. Self-doubt comes to mind, and the ability to just not end up in self-doubt. Children often, it's not natural to doubt ourselves. We learn that somewhere. Shyness is something else, but really not to believe that we can do something. A child will, left to its own devices, probably always try until it gets it right, whatever right means. I don't know. Maybe I'm not knowing enough about kids, but how much time do we have today? Where is me clock? Okay, I got a bit of time. Let's go and check out this magnetic monkey. Today is Sunday. First of all, this day is dedicated to the root chakra. So play with your root chakra, play with the earth, play. Magnetic monkey. I unify in order to play. Unify, attract, purpose, the magnetic tone. Play, magic, play, illusion are the power, the action, and the essence of the monkey. I unify in order to play, attracting illusion. Don't ask me. I seal the process of magic with a magnetic tone of purpose. I am guided by my own power doubled. What is the quote? I start playing with my stubbornness and processing the magic of change. Now that's gorgeous, isn't that? I start playing with my stubbornness. Oh, Tatiana. I want a non-permanent tattoo on my left hand. I start playing with my stubbornness. I found out yesterday that I am not naturally right-handed. And the way to tell is, and I didn't know this, and it doesn't mean I'm left-handed and I was conditioned into right-handedness by force, which happens to some children. No. The right-handedness came very natural, but it could have gone either way, because when we clasp our hands together, tuck, the telltale apparently is in your natural two hands, fingers together, making, finger, this way, clasping. I don't know if that's what's called. Your thumbs, one lands on top of the other. The more natural position where your thumbs land tells whether you're naturally this or that, or I don't know, whatever. For me, I'm right-handed, but my left thumb lands on top of my right thumb naturally. The other way around feels quite unnatural. So I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I was very surprised to find out. So let's start playing with our stubbornness and processing the magic of change. I mean, seriously, the magic of change, the ability to change, is the key feature of when we look around our elderly I mean, the older we get in life, generally speaking, it will change for the future generations because we're going to age very, very differently, I believe. That's going to change. We're changing. It's always probably changed. But right now we see a lot of people between the ages of 60, 70 and 100 or so, as for many of them in the Western world, reducing flexibility. There's a reduction in strength, a reduction in changeability, mentally and physically. And to consciously, my experiences, and I want to be a little bit careful, but my experience has been when certain things up until in my 40s I never paid attention to. I started paying attention to them, as in, oh yeah, I should mind maybe my flexibility or my this or my that, and then suddenly the opposite of what I was focusing on came into focus at the same time. So it's like once I start focusing the stick has two ends. I can't just focus one end unless the stick's very long, but you know what I mean. So any case, this monkey, oh man, I want to read on the magnetic days. It's really worth investing a little bit of time. I'm going to read something from this gorgeous website. Wave spells. Sea, bird, eagle, bird, night, bird, monkey. All right. Qualities: innocence, spontaneity, play, magic, inner child, humor, disruption. It says nothing about illusion, but illusion is a major player here, so let's not forget that. Blue monkey represents the divine child, the child that is ever in a state of open-hearted wisdom, innocence, trust, simplicity, and joyful wonder. What would it feel like to actually be a magical child in this culture and time? The secret that very few know, because they may feel more comfortable trying to protect themselves, is that the divine child offers the strongest of all protections, the invulnerability of open-hearted love. Through innocence, a kind of immunity is created that allows the divine child to be transparent, so that the apparent apologies. Through innocence, a kind of immunity is created that allows the divine child to be transparent, so that the apparent slings and arrows of the world can pass right through without being personalized into wounds, reactions, or hurt feelings. This is the path of innocence regained. Transparency is the path of the new consciousness. In this new myth, your spontaneous divine child will usher in and anchor the new frequency. How can you heal your inner child? Explore what truly gives you joy. Find types of work that support your sensitivity and create deep satisfaction. Be simple. Love, play, dance, draw, color, sing. These activities are for all divine children. They serve the expression of the magical child in everyone. Consciously make time for the joyful freedom and magic of play. Lovely. I'm reminded of my dad. My dad is a crystal monkey, born in the yellow sun wave spell, which is very nice for me. Maybe that's one part of the connection we have, as I am also born in the yellow sun wave spell. And my dad, I don't know about that inner child, but he comes out with these humorous phrases all of the time, and he's past 70 and they are always new. I have not always, but very many times. His father, my grandfather, did something very similar, always cracking a joke or making jokes actively, but he repeated himself all the time. My grandmother was rolling her eyes all of the time. I think she hated it because it was the same old tired jokes all the time. And in the beginning, I was like, when I was very young, I was like, oh, Granny, why are you mean? Or when I got older, I was like, oh, okay, we've heard this 5 years. And then I didn't even think of my granny who had heard this already maybe 50 years or so. I don't know. But my dad comes up. I'm watching my dad. I'm like, oh, are you turning into a copy of your dad? No. It's like these new, like, dooms is so funny. My mouth just was open. Every time we meet, he comes up with this. It's like, where are you taking this from? Like, what is your source of this kind of jokey comment? It's just too, it's like, for me, it's like, I don't have that. I do not have that ability at all to just like, or I don't know, maybe I have it, I don't see it in a little slightly different way. I mean, it's not, I'm not free from the ability to be humorous, but he just takes the cake. I mean, seriously. Ah, yeah, wonderful. I also know a magnetic monkey, and I learn a lot from her too. Like, you, I mean, I don't know. I never want to be a magnetic monkey. If you are off, you can be really, really off and not know it, I think. I mean, that fine line between genius and madman, between where is your sense of reality, where is it totally, you're totally believing in your illusion. That's a very, very fine line. Very, very fine line. And on top of it, she comes out of the acting world. So it's really, she lives, that is the home of illusion if ever there is one. Maybe magicians also. But a magician knows exactly reality, but consciously produces the illusion. So do actors, if they know the reality. You know, like, I mean, yeah. But, yeah, no further comment, Your Honor. uh, yeah. Monkey. We have, who else do we have here? We have the white dog, cosmic dog in the occult, which is the wave spell. Must be white mirror because we've just gone through it. So now we're going backwards. As I spoke about yesterday, today's crystal dog, going the white mirror wave spell back. Today's cosmic dog. I'm sorry, I'm always switching these words around. Cosmic dog, dog 13, 13th dog, dog 13, dog on tone 13, cosmic dog. Tomorrow is crystal. What comes before the dog? Moon. And then so we're going back and pulling in both directions. So the dog goes back on the circle clockwise and the monkey goes counterclockwise, which is the way we move. In the scene realm, tomorrow is the lunar human. Yeah. Anyway, we have, who else? The sun here. No, that's on the dog. That's was yesterday. That's just look it up. We have the moon and the star, magnetic star. So magnetic, not the moon, the dragon, the magnetic dragon in the antipode. So that runs parallel to us, furthest away from center, which is very interesting because these two are like the magnetic force, positive and negative. And what's in the center between the dragon and the... Never mind. And then we have the star, the magnetic star. And that's very interesting to me personally right now. I wonder what... That's not the same in every wave spell, surely. But the antipodal wave spell to the white mirror wave spell would be the yellow star wave spell. But then again, don't forget, the analog wave spell is not the regular wave spell because it goes in the other direction. Okay, so let's just take the star here by itself. The star, harmony, and the child, play. Our sense of harmony, our need for harmony, I've spoken about this many times, is often exactly that which lets us sacrifice the inner child because we need harmony more than freedom in our childhood. Or we have sometimes to choose between the two. Belonging, being a part of, being accepted, and being our true, authentic, unique expression. And in these normative societies that we live in, at least the German society is still very, very normative, which means you follow a norm. We're breaking open. We're changing that. And allowing ourselves to be a part of a society, to be a part of a community, but also to be a unique, individualized expression and not to be scared by that. A friend of mine has had no contact with his father for over 20 years, for good reason. Now they've kind of met up again. The father's almost 90 and really, really old school. So he comes, like, if they go out for dinner, the father will ask him, "Can you please wear a shirt? Don't come with a hoodie." He doesn't like his son wearing a hoodie, for example. "Please wear a shirt." And then he wears it. My friend is like, "Okay, fine. I have shirts. I can wear shirts that I can be comfortable in. It's fine. If it makes you feel so much better, it doesn't hurt me, so it doesn't disturb me." And he says, when I was younger, I'd be like, "Fuck you, go eat it by yourself." He wouldn't have. He was a total rebel back in his youth, but now it's like, yeah, no big deal. But then he arrives, and the dad's like, "Why is your shirt outside your pants? Can't you tuck in your shirt?" And that's why. Why does it disturb me the way you dress? It's like it's all conditioning. It's completely not natural. It's completely conditioning. This is what other people are going to think. If I walk around with you and you dress like that, it's going to reflect badly on me. And that was, at least in this part of the woods, so prevalent, such a prevalent part of social software. Who you are, as a saying, tell me who your friends are and I tell you who you are. And if, guilty by association or whatever. But there may be context within which maybe whatever, each has to be able to decide for ourselves, where does that apply? But if I walk through the street with you, or if I share a meal with you, if I'm in a restaurant with you and you look like, well, if you look like a hobo, maybe you are a hobo, would that matter to me? Would I think like, oh, that's embarrassing? Or if there are many ways, if you were dressed with a bow tie and whatever, and I'm actually like sporty and free, would that be embarrassing to me? Ooh, what you dressed like so stiff or whatever. Everybody, it goes in all directions. Why am I going on about that? I am then the one that's not free if it bothers me. And for me personally, I can appreciate living in a society where we are free. Dress the way you want to. Be who you want to be. Be true to yourself. And for many of us, where we're just not, we can be rebellious because we don't want to fit in. We want to make a statement. That's not who we are. We're just being exactly what you are not. I can be completely just displaying, it's being social rebel, if you will, whatever, fashion rebel. But it's the rebel part. It's like, I don't belong. I make a statement not to belong to the group or to something. Then I dress in a certain way, but that doesn't mean that is actually who I am. Or I start tattooing myself or this or that. Not out of I want to wear these tattoos. This is really my identity. This is who I really am. It's a very different, yeah, blue monkey illusion. I may believe this is who I am, and I may not realize it's not who I am, because it's me being in rebellious mode. It's this star in reverse, or I display or become in a way who I'm not to fit in. Ah, yeah, many ways, many things, and we are such a colorful, beautiful human species. Ah, I look at this. I'm sitting in my car in a street. 5-story building, like whole front can't see me. Like if it, yeah. And behind all these windows is apartments. All behind all these windows, people live. They're all blue monkeys today. Everyone with their dreams and their illusions and their love and their preferences and their fears and their anger and their feelings and their thoughts and their entire universe. Every human being is an entire universe. And we're all walking around here together as if we're just body bags. No, man, we are universes walking around. We carry them inside. We don't carry them. We carry them outside. We're. It's amazing. It's just, oh, we've experienced beyond experience. Each and every one a point of consciousness. Each and every one. And as much as we're separated by skin and air and walls and whatever's ideas, we are also completely joined. We flow into each other so naturally. We cannot not. And when you're in a room with other people, you may not touch anyone's skin, but we touch energetically. We merge. I don't think we merge. And sometimes it's like sitting somewhere, there are all these people, and then I energetically massage people just through my energy field. It's fun. And I do not ask for permission. I just do it. If someone doesn't want it, they won't let. I mean, there's no need to ask for permission. Oh, lol. Anyway, we can make life incredibly complicated. Time to go. All right. I wish us a beautiful wave spell, a beautiful day, a beautiful Sunday, and I shall hopefully be back tomorrow. Aho.